Hello there everyone, welcome back to Modded Minecraft. I'm here with Shneeky tonight.
Hello.
Yeah, Lars is also present, but otherwise absent since he has had a long week of work and he is building a roof right now. So, Shneeky, you said you've done a thing.
I have done a thing back here.
Oh. This works on... Wait, these are solar panels.
No, these are water panels. These are our water turbines.
Interesting, but they're showing up as solar panels in
That's been a bug for quite
Wow,
some
yeah.
time that he's never gotten around to fixing. The mod author is not quite as good about fixing things as another mod author whose mod we just put on the server. Ladies and gentlemen, and assorted other gender identities, I present to you thermal expansion is now in the pack.
Thermal... I suppose typing in at would make it much more dramatic, wouldn't it? There we are. Yep. Hello, thermal expansion. All those familiar, friendly machines, some of which we've actually been kind of missing the existence of.
Yeah, it has actually gone through a very interesting revision. I really like what they've done with the place. They revamped the augment system. They've added in some additional machines. You now have a fractionating still that is used to make better and better tiered fuel sources that you can refine to be able to run a compression dynamo, which is your old basically your diesel engine.
Nice. So we've got some new power options as well, which is good.
Yep. But we've got some other things in here. We've got a thermal mediator, which apparently improves operational speed of nearby machines. I'm not sure how that works, but that's going to be an interesting one. There's also an arboreal extractor, which apparently extracts fluid from a tree, and that I think is what is going to be used in the fractionating still, because I believe you can get resin, and from resin you can get tree oil, which is a something you can burn in a compression dynamo, and I believe it can be so that is one fuel source you can use is resin into tree oil that can be burned.
Cool.
Also, you could do a liquefacted coal turned into naphtha, and then naphtha with sulfur turned into refined fuel.
Cool. Okay, so worth exploring, but we are short something very critical to make this mod happen.
Tin.
Yep. So I'm at least going to go out and do some tin hunting today. I don't know. Did you want to? I wasn't clear if you were going to stay here and get some stuff done or what your plan was, but I'm going to go caving.
Okay, yeah, it shouldn't take very long. Remember, tin is kind of a mid-range area. I believe they're found 20 up to 50, I believe, and the median is somewhere around 40 or so. Yeah,
and we you did a retrogen we did a retrogen on tin spawn, so hopefully, if all went according to plan, there should actually be tin in tiles that are already whoa, yes, that's right. Yeah, there should already be tin present. Now, the reason I'm jumping around like a jackrabbit right now is my we tried to strip the mods off of my armor, and it doesn't seem to be taking right.
Sorry to bother you guys.
Oh, what's up, Lars?
What you wanted me to do power sharing? Like,
yeah,
what?
Type in that command that Shneeky mentioned, / and then just click on each of our names in the interface that appears. That's it. it just lets us share a form of power from one of the mods, extra utilities in this case.
This is going to come in more handy later once we start being able to make a certain ring, which will basically give us creative flight, but it requires 32 grid power constantly. So I built a bunch of grid power generators so that we would all be able to wear a ring and still have everything, including our chunk loaders, function.
Okay.
Okay, so I've nailed everyone on the server. Do I just hit exit?
Yep,
or enter?
that is all. Yeah.
Okay, it's not doing anything. Cat, move.
Yeah, it's nothing you'll notice right off the bat. I've just decided to stack with the jackrabbit armor until we can figure out why we can't strip those enchantments off my blood magic armor. It's just gonna have to let it be.
Okay, no worries.
Because it's a little annoying to be jumping 5 stories in the air every time.
Oh, while you're caving, can you find some more lapis?
If I see any, I'll pick it up.
Yep. Also, I'm almost out of stained glass.
Crazy. Yeah. Just so you know, we are recording. Wasn't.
Yeah.
Yep. I wasn't sure if we'd mentioned that to you or not.
Oh,
Kinda
wow.
figured.
So,
That's a new achievement on me.
what'd you find?
No, I just got the achievement Sniper Duel.
Oh,
Kill a skeleton with an arrow from more than 50 meters.
nice. Oh,
Also known as Boom Headshot.
oh, I wonder, do you think tin spawns in these towers? No, but lapis does. Alright, just got you a bit of lapis.
Perfect, thank you.
Now I just need a cave entrance.
The retrogen will take effect, and it will only work on actual stone, but it will replace some stone with tin in just a regular origin pattern. I haven't had a chance to go in and do the really nice config options like I want to. That will be forthcoming in a later patch, but not in this one. I'm still trying to work on the code specification so that I can do it right. But we're going to be seeing some really, really amazing origin once I get that taken care of.
You're super excited about it. We've been talking
Like
about...
we've been talking about the origin since like we created the server. Now I finally have a mod that's going to let me do it. And this is going to be awesome.
Oh, hold on. What do we have here? We have bauxite. That is not tin.
Okay, bauxite is aluminum.
That wasn't... that I don't recall seeing bauxite before, so is that a fresh addition?
No, that is actually from, I believe, thermal expansion. Or I apologize, not from thermal expansion or foundation. That one is from immersive engineering.
Okay.
However, one of the advantages is all of the immersive engineering nickel that was pretty much worthless can now be used to be turned into Invar for thermal expansion.
Nice. So I am getting some copper while I'm at it too. I don't know how we're doing on that. So.
Yeah, go ahead and grab us. So, I mean, we've got some copper. We've got a lot more copper ore. I'd really like to get an ore multiplication process set up before we do that, though.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. I mean, at this point, we do have. There's always the Tinker's Construct multiplication. That's at least ×2, right?
Yeah, but I'm looking at ×3.
Yeah, I suppose we're going to need that. Especially, well, I mean, ×2 will definitely get us a nice little head start on the tin production. Now, tin should be reasonably common, right?
Fairly common, yes.
Okay. I wonder what it looks like. The new ores look a little different. I wonder if it's going to look different or if it's going to look similar to the new ores, or similar, or like the iron and copper and stuff. Oh, hold on. That I don't recognize. That is... Wait, that's the lead, isn't it? That's the lead ore. Okay.
Also, as a clarification, thermal foundation, thermal expansion, and COFH core updated.
Mm-hmm.
Thermal dynamics did not. So we don't have the ducts yet.
Okay, but that's probably down the road. And I mean,
is almost certainly down the road.
And I mean, for 99% of it, we've got the Ender IO pipes anyways, so really not a big deal. Alright, so I'm down in gold level now. I don't know if that means I'm too high or too low. Y23.
You're almost, but not quite too low. You're on the
Okay.
bottom end of the field.
Alright, I'll start heading back up then.
Oh, is there a mechanical way that I can get sand?
Yes, actually there is a couple of ways, but the one we just updated is with the thermal expansion with a pulverizer. Pulverizing cobble gets you gravel, pulverizing gravel gets you sand.
And that's the thing in the basement?
No, this is...
Second level?
No, we haven't made it. We haven't actually built this machine yet.
Do we have one that's built that I can use?
The sag mill would do it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sag mill should be able to turn gravel into sand.
That's in the main base. Let's see. Yeah, sag mill. Yeah, it'll turn cobble. Yeah, it'll turn gravel into sand and cobble into gravel. So.
Now where's that?
Are you
back here?
If you're at base, you can.
Right here. Okay, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, let me clear this out. I was pulverizing up some coal.
Yeah, I've just run out of... I've just gone through about 32 stacks of stained glass, and I need more.
That reminds me, I still need to go check out everybody's bases with the Uber shaders installed.
Yes, that's a video we definitely look forward to.
I'm sorry, my cat's ruining your video again.
Cat's
I
not-
just finished watching your latest episode, and I could not believe how much you ruined it.
It's not a big deal. It's just a cat.
Yeah, besides, the only thing is it occasionally makes me look around for that wither cat.
Yeah.
Okay, so far I am not seeing any tin in this particular cave system. And I've been up and down through quite a few tunnels here.
Do you think maybe the retrogen didn't stick?
Either it didn't stick or maybe it didn't... You don't suppose that they got the true and false were mixed up in the config? Because it did default to retrogen true for everything, and that seemed a little odd when we thought about it, didn't it?
Not really, because it assumes that you don't have any other mods in your pack. And so it will, the first time it runs, it will automatically retrogen everything.
That's true. That's true.
So that in and of itself was not particularly troublesome. It's between 20 and 55,
Okay.
with a mean around 40.
Okay. Well, I should be in range for it then. But I'm seeing a whole lot of iron and a whole lot of not. And, you know, reasonable amounts of everything else, but no tin so far.
Well, we do desperately need iron as well, so do make sure to pick that up.
Yeah, I'm picking it up.
I'm going over back to the Hovel of Shame. There was some mines and an abandoned mine shaft down there. I'm gonna check it out and see if I can run across any.
Good call. That area's already secured too, so.
Part of the problem may be it is going to replace stone, but not granite and not the rest of them.
That actually is quite possible, isn't it? Those specialty stones might be exempt from the retrogen process. Which, actually, with the amount of all the specialty stones in the world, that's actually non-trivial now. Oh, hold on. Nope, that's silver.
If you're hitting silver, you're probably a little low.
I'm at Y36 right now.
Oh, okay. You must have just hit some of the top reaching one.
Yeah. Okay, I'm at Y40 now. You said that was the mean, right?
Yes, that is the mean.
Okay, then we're just going to do a line. A little strip mine here. I mean, if I go a massive distance here and don't hit any, well, that was weird. If I don't hit anything valuable here, I'm probably going to be considering this a wash.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from the mod Thermal Foundation yet. That would have been the other thing, is if it had just retrogened, if the config flags were swapped, we would have been seeing stuff from Thermal Foundation
Right.
Copper, Thermal Foundation nickel, that kind of stuff.
There isn't another world gen file that needs to be tweaked when we for this, is there?
Let me check on that potentiality.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if maybe we're missing a step somewhere in the configs to actually allow the Thermal Foundation stuff to spawn. Just a random possibility, but one probably worth examining. Oh right, I'm wearing those boots now. Never mind. Here I am trying not to fall down and die, and I forgot I was wearing the slime boots.
I never take my slime boots off, honestly.
Yeah, I like them some of the time, but they're a bit of a pain when there's times where they're a bit of a pain, and honestly, those the boots from Blood Magic would be way better, but they make me jump. I'm jumping like 7 or 8 blocks in the air when I'm wearing them, which is a little bit irritating.
Crazy.
And it would make caving very unpleasant. Alright,
Well, there is a config flag that says, if true, April foolishness is disabled, boring, so we can assume that on April 1st, something in the mod will be weird.
Good to know. Might have to...
It's in the same section as the Christmas cheer flag, so, yeah, we'll have to check that out.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll actually be able to record April 1st. Not always a possibility, but depends what day of the week it is now. Oh.
Aha!
Oh, we were missing a step.
Yeah, in the config/cofh/core, there is a common.cfg, And it has in there retroactive generation. If true, world gen handled by COFH core will be retroactively applied to existing chunks, and then a retroactive gen equal false, which is the default.
Gotcha. Okay, so retrogen was true for all of the metals, but it wasn't true for the world. Well, that explains it. Okay. Well,
the other thing you may want to do is flat bedrock enable true.
Okay. We'll take care of that in a minute then. Is there anything else we wanted to just go over before we wrap this episode then? Be a shorter one, but if we wrap up here, we might as well, right? Any other big changes to the mod that we should bring people's attention to?
Well, by the time this video goes live, I should have done the config files, since we've got a little bit of a buffer. But basically, what I'm planning on doing is for the whatchamacallit, deep resonance. I was gonna do geodes forming of deep resonance, where the resonant ore was the crust, and then inside was the possibility of a couple of crystals. Likewise, you would have precious gemstone clusters deep in the ground with an obsidian crust, a little bit of gold and diamond, and a better chance of lapis. So it won't always contain diamond or emerald, but it will sometimes. But it will also always contain at least a little lapis.
Cool. That sounds fun. How big are these things going to be, you think?
If I can get it to work, the resonant geodes are going to be like a 5x5, and then more like a 7x7, because they're also going to be hollow. The precious stone ones are going to be a 5x5 circular.
Cool.
And I'll also, basically, when I'm doing Origin, it will tend to larger continuous veins, but very, very sparse outside of those veins.
So none of this spatterings of fewer small deposits, more large deposits.
Correct.
Cool. Well, that'll be nice. I kind of liked. I played a long time ago. I played with a mod that turned the ores into veins, and they were a lot of fun to chase down. Heck, coal is some of the most fun to mine early on, because it's how far is it going to go? How much coal is there going to be in this vein? It's very rewarding mining.
And it also, honestly, gives the player a better chance to manually mine out a greater percentage of the ores in the area. Because when you're talking about a scattering like that, you need to have your branches like every other block, or you might miss something.
Yeah.
But with a larger vein, you can afford to have those branches like one every 5 or even one every 10, do a lot less mining, and still have a really good chance of striking that vein somewhere along that vein's line, and then you just follow the vein from there.
Awesome. Okay, well, we'll retrogen this world, and next episode we should be able to get some tin, or we'll already have some tin, and then we can start some thermal expansion stuff. So, thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye.